I'm Dragoș, and in this video we are going to take a look at GLM 5. It was just released yesterday, and this model, it has a big jump in the number of active parameters. So right now you have like 744 billion parameters. So it's double the amount of parameters that the previous model had, GLM 4.7, and active ones increased. And this model, it's a SOTA model, and if we're going to check their benchmark, we're going to see that this has a big increase in benchmarks from the previous version, from 4.7. It is close to what Cloud Opus 4.5 has to offer, and this has very good benchmarks if you're going to check the other one. And if you're going to check their website, you see in here that it is close to what Anthropic has to offer. The problem with this one is that it's a little slower than the previous one because it is using more resources. And we're going to see how well it does with their coding plan, because I am in their max coding plan and I'm going to see this. In here we have some benchmarks. I'm not really interested in all of these benchmarks because the most important thing is the way that the model is working with you on your projects. That's why in this video we're going to test it and see how it does. So yeah, supposedly it should do a very good work in long-running tasks. It should be better at coordinating AI agents. So basically it's doing what Opus 4.5 is doing with a lower price. Basically this is like 6 or 7 times cheaper. And yeah, I mean, you can start using this right now if you are on the max plan. So also GLM has these coding plans, and I am in their max plan, and right now they've altered the prices because they don't have enough resources to satisfy everyone. So right now they've included the GLM 5 in their max plan. I am in the max plan, and you see in here that, for instance, if you want to have the monthly one, right now it's $10 for the Lite, but you will not have GLM 5 in this Lite plan. In the Pro it will be added in the future. Only the max plan right now it has GLM 5, and basically like this it's supposed to be, because it should provide you early access to the features that they have. If you're grabbing a quarterly plan, you have a 10% reduction. For the yearly you will have another 20 to the previous 10, 30. So yeah, I am in their max plan, and we are going to see how this is working, because it should guarantee us peak our performance. Right now the speed is about 20 something tokens per second, but again this is after the reasoning it's happening. But we are going to see how this is doing. I've configured this in Droid with factory AI. So basically like this, you are configuring the model in the settings file. You are just adding the model in there, you are adding the base URL in there with your API key. And I've put it also these extra arguments with reasoning medium stream, no image support. And yeah, I have in here an Astro project already created. So right now I'm having this prompt that we are going to send to see how the model is doing in working with tool calls, with SVGs, in creating an Astro website. So what I'm telling it is to use the front-end design skill to create a more cleaner design, and he will work on an Astro project that already has Tailwind installed, and it will create for us a solar panel website with menu, header, footer, testimonials, pages, SVGs, and things like that. And right now I have configured this to run in Droid, and you see that this is configured in here. I am in the project, and what I'm gonna do, I will just start this. This is working with Warp because it's supposed to have like a better integration with factory AI Droid. So I have started this, and right now he should start and create the project for us. So this is something that I am testing every time. So you see that right now he read the skill, he created the plan for us with everything, and he started working. So you see that this doesn't feel that slow, and it's actually usable. We're going to see how it's doing because I haven't tested it a lot. This is basically the first test that I'm running. Of course, this is an open source model that can be used by others. So basically, I guess in the future you're gonna see this in OpenCode, you're gonna see this in the Droid core models, but it was just released right now and I have their plan, and I wanted to see also how the speed it is with these plans. So right now we see that it's altering the files for us, global CSS. So it's thinking it is going and checks the details for us. It is creating a directory right now with images for icons. And yeah, I guess this will take, I don't know, more than 10 minutes to finish, I think. So I will gonna let this run, and in case something will happen, I will jump in so we can see what he's doing, and at the end to see what he created for us. So he created all of these files in one go for us. So we thought for, I don't know, 1 minute. He updated the plan. Right now he created the header, menu and footer for us with the SEO component. So yeah, he's thinking and then it is creating everything. It is using quite well the Astro props, because in here you see that it's doing a good job in importing the icons that it created for us, and it's using props for navigation in here. In the footer the same with services. At planning things, it looks like it is doing a good job. This is not that good at front-end tasks from what others are saying. It is more for like a software engineer, but we're gonna see exactly at the end what he will create. In the past, when I ran this with GLM 4.7, it took about 10 minutes to finish this project, but of course it's important what he's creating in here. We have a lot of icons that he also created, and what tests are doing, and in case something will fail or not. Right now he went and created the sections for us, services, after about 2 minutes, testimonials. Again, a very good structure. You see in here component sections. So it structured the Astro project very well. I didn't tell him to do something like that. He's just smart enough to do it. Right now he's adding the details into the layout with the components that he created for the SEO. Header, footer, you see they are running from the UI. Another thinking session to create the rest of the things. So after about another 2 minutes, he modified the index page with the components he created. He created the pages with about, services, contact. It is using the icons that he created in there, again with props. So it is using quite well what Astro it's having. So it's smart enough to do the right things. So in, let's say, right now we're at about 11 minutes. He should have created all for us. The only thing I think that he should do is to test and see that it's working. I didn't tell it to test it. I want to see if he is smart enough to go and run an npm run build to see if this project has any errors. So it created the readme page right now. Okay, test and verify all pages work. So it should do that. The readme was created with the changes that he did. It will edit the SVG for us. Let's see. So right now it's running the build. In here it removed the welcome component that comes by default. And I think he is finished now. In about 14 minutes with tests and everything, he finished creating the website for us. So right now I will just go and run the npm run build in here. So we can see what he's created. Npm run dev. npm run build was okay. Okay, let's copy this. Let's open the browser like this and let's see. So this is the solar panel website that he created with the help of the skill. In here you see that you have a nice logo with this, the home, about services, contact. You have like Opus 4.5 style hero section in here. It is using a nice design in here, nice animations for the SVG. So I am liking what he did. Very nice animations in here. Viewer projects, okay. This is pointing to the services. So these are the projects. They are looking nice. Testimonials, again, it's clean. Call to action. Footer again looks nice with logo, with icons, and animation effect is nice. Again, you have animation for links. Here you have icons for the details, privacy, terms of service. So yeah, it did a good job for the homepage. Let's check the about. Okay, header is nice. Again, SVGs, very good section in here. Okay, milestone, very good design. Okay, here is the theme. Yeah, not that good section. Call to action again, nice. Services, again the header. In here you have the service like this with the icon, not bad. Commercial solar. So yeah, I mean, it's looking clean and nice. I am seeing myself using this project, especially that I have the max plan from them. And yeah, the time wasn't that long to create this. 14 minutes, it's okay. I've seen slower models like this. Opus is taking about 10 minutes to finish, for instance. In here we see some problems with this because the lines are in this, and yeah, this is the call to action. Contact, again, it is looking good. Frequently asked questions, maps. So yeah, it created a quite good job with this, and this is what GLM5 created, and it is looking good, and this looks like a solid model and a good open source alternative to what Opus 4.6 it is and what GPT 5.3 codecs, and I will gonna use it some more, and I want to see how it's working and if it is able to do like some serious coding tasks for the projects that I have. So let a comment down below and tell us your experience with GLM5 and what is your opinion on GLM5. And in case you like what we have seen, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.